I think that on many issues, all the developing countries are united. All of them want to retain the Kyoto Protocol, and they are very upset by the perception that the developed countries want to abandon or kill the Kyoto Protocol.
Well, the way I evaluate the situation now over a period of time, compared particularly to the beginning of the UNFCCC process nearly 20 years ago, at that time the world was divided on a binary basis. We had the rich and powerful countries, which were listed in Annex 1 of the Framework Convention. They were the ones that were supposed to take primary action. They were then given targets, or they accepted targets in the Kyoto Protocol. Nevertheless, now we have a new situation in which the dynamic has changed, and we have three groups. There are the rich, which are still the Annex 1 countries, but we now have a new group of powerful, not so rich, but powerful. And we would put China and India in particular in that category, as well as perhaps Brazil and South Africa as well. And then we have lots of very poor and vulnerable countries.
There might be differences or priorities. Some countries may feel that adaptation for them is very important. The small island states are of course very concerned that with the level of the sea going up, then their very survival is at stake, and they feel that action has to be taken very urgently. And the middle-income developing countries are stressing that they are willing to take their own national actions, but they require time and they require funds and technology so that their industries will be able to adjust to new energy sources and so on.
Now, it is not very clear now whether the interests of China and India align that much with the very poor and the most vulnerable within the G77 in China. There is very clearly an effort by Annex 1 countries to talk to the big countries, to try and sew up a deal between the rich and the powerful, and neither the rich nor the powerful are very concerned about the poor and the vulnerable. So unless the poor and the vulnerable can stand up for themselves, it is going to be very difficult for them to get an agreement out of this Copenhagen deal that protects their interests.